morning. All right, bear with me. This is I'm doing chapel, but I'm also using my iPad, so it's my first presentation where I've actually tried to use the iPad. So bear with me. Hopefully it'll all work the way it's supposed to work. In the picture, I don't have many pictures on my iPad, you know, that's the only one I could find. Mr. Evans was trying to tell me something about how to get it off the cloud and everything, and I really hadn't got that far yet, so we'll just go with this. But anyway, that's a nice picture, isn't it? It's right here in Alabama. But anyway, the theme this week is overcoming ingratitude. This week is really not very hard for us to do that because the holiday coming up next week is Thanksgiving. We think about it. I don't know if you've ever had any family gatherings where they go around the room and tell what they're thankful for. I never really liked that, you know, because they put you on the spot and everything. But it is good to do that occasionally, and that's why we do it here. We're going to talk about our blessings and the way we're blessed and the things in our life. We're going to get together with our families and eat a lot. And some of us are going to watch some football. I'm not sure I'll watch much football next week, but there'll be a lot of football on in different places. Anyway, but when you think about it, we are all blessed. You know, we start going through our blessings and something we should do and think about the things that God has given us. We all have different lives, different circumstances, but we are all blessed people for where we are today and the country we live in, and we go to this school and be around these people here each day. And me, you know, when I think of the things God has done in my life and where I am today, and you know, when I was sitting in your shoes about 30 years ahead, that this would be where I was, I never could have imagined it had been like this. Not to say there hadn't been some difficult times along the way, but God has blessed me. Number one, and the same for you, God has blessed me by He sent His Son to live and to die and set an example for us and provide a sacrifice for us that we all can, you know, have the reward that we want and we all need. He's blessed me with a family. I grew up in a nice family, a home. My mother and father are still with me today and still together. I couldn't have asked for anything more. Then somewhere along the way I found a young lady that would put up with me and keep me straight. And she's been doing it for 20-something years now. So I have been blessed. I have two beautiful daughters that I'm very proud of. Coming to terms with the fact that one of them, you know, did lose her to the dark side this year. She's over in Tuscaloosa, but I'm learning to accept that. And she'll come visit me occasionally. But anyway, and then you all know the boy. then there's the boy. We won't dwell on the boy and call him out there.
Handsome.
But anyway, I don't say this to sit here and tell you, you know, look at me, God has done all these things for me. I guess I say it because someone like me in my situation, you would think that I would be, you know, very grateful. I would always walk around with this attitude of gratitude, you know, and giving thanks to God all the time. It's not the case. I need to do better. Sometimes I get caught up in things that are going on, the stress of everyday life. You know, we talked about we run the race. We get caught up in the rat race. We're thinking about where we got to be next, what's next on our agenda is what we got to do. And that's where this verse comes in. And what we need to do is sometimes we need to just slow down, take time to reflect on it, give thanks to God. And if we do that, you know, then we will know that the blessings come from God and we should be thankful. And that's where this verse, Brother Moon used it in one of his lessons 2 or 3 weeks ago, and so I stole it from him, but it kind of goes along with this, and it means Psalm 46:10, be still and know that I am God. And if we do that, if we just pause, take some time, reflect on where we are, think about the good things that are in our life, don't dwell on the negative, then it's impossible not to be thankful for the blessings we have, be thankful for everything that's good in our life. And so that's the point of this verse. That's why this verse, be still and know that I'm God. Another verse here, Colossians 3:15. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful. Ephesians 5:4, let there be no filthiness, nor foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, but instead let there be thanksgiving. A lot of times we get caught up in things that just don't matter, things that are not important. You know, just extra stuff that goes on. If we got an attitude of thanksgiving, if we're thankful for the people around us and for what's going on, then we won't let that kind of thing get into our life. One last verse here. This is a story of an example of how we should be thankful for the blessings we have and what we should do. It comes from Luke chapter 17, verses 11 through 18. I'm going to read those to you now. On the way to Jerusalem, he was passing along between Samaria and Galilee. And as he entered a village, he was met by 10 lepers who stood at a distance and lifted up their voice, saying, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. When he saw them, he said to them, Go and show yourselves to the priests. And as they went, they were cleansed. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. And he fell on his face at Jesus' feet, giving him thanks. Now he was a Samaritan. And Jesus answered, Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Was no one found to return and give praise to God except this foreigner? And he said to him, Rise and go your way, your faith has made you well. So 10 people received an unbelievable gift. Probably when they got up that morning, they didn't know they had sickness. If you've had sickness in your life, or you've had someone that you love is sick, all you want is for them to have the healing that the doctors and God ultimately gives it. All 10 of these received the gift that day, the only gift that they probably ever wanted. 9, took it and ran. 1 showed the proper attitude of thankfulness and gratitude, and that is the attitude that we should always have with all of our blessings. All of our blessings come from God. We should be thankful for the good things in our life, and the way we do that is just take time to reflect. I've got one other thing I want to show you. Shelby knew I was going to do chapel. I saw her this weekend. She sent me this video. I want you to watch this video. It kind of goes along with it. You know, you may think you have problems, but you may think that your blessings are not much, but there's somebody somewhere who is in worse shape than you. Watch this.
I hate when my phone charger won't reach my bed.
I hate when my letter seats aren't hidden.
When I go to the bathroom and I forget my phone.
Le mette radio na machine à laver, you come say something.
I hate it when my house is so big. I need 2 wireless waters.
When my maker makes my hot water taste too cold.
When I have to write my maid a check, but I forget her last name.
Mpaka écrit message dans marcher en même temps.
Je te quitte casse-moi en bas.
When I mes voisins bloqué internet là.
I hate it when I tell them no pickles and they still give me pickles.
All right, would you bow with me? Dear Father, we're thankful this day. We're thankful that